Starting out for our family's favorite chocolate chip cookies, we're going to start with a bowl and add 2 cups and 2 tablespoons of flour. I know 2 tablespoons sounds funny, but it just works. Next to our bowl, we're going to add 3/4 teaspoon of salt and 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This makes those rise so good. And we're just gonna mix this all together. And we're going to set it aside and bring in the KitchenAid. So in our KitchenAid, what we want to do is add 3/4 cup of softened butter. Next, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of white sugar. Next, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And we're going to go ahead and get this going on low. Next, we're going to add in our 1 egg. And we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla. And we're going to mix this until it's combined. And I'm gonna go ahead and scrape the edges. Okay, now that our egg and vanilla are mixed in, we're going to add that flour mixture we made earlier. So we're just going to start off with just a little bit to add to our KitchenAid, and go ahead and mix that in. And as this is still stirring, we're going to keep adding. I only have this on the first setting so that our flour doesn't fly out when it mixes. I'm gonna go ahead and give the bowl a nice scrape to get all of that excess off the edges. Okay, next I'm going to bring in our mini chocolate chips. So I do about 1/2 cup. And honestly, there's a little extra, so I'm just gonna do a heaping 1/2 cup. And these are mini chocolate chips. This is what makes this recipe so delicious, is that you get that chocolate perfectly throughout the cookie. So we're gonna mix these in. Look how amazing this looks. Next, we're going to bring in our pan to be able to make these balls of cookie dough. So I just use my clean hands and I make little balls. I fit about 4 each row. And this makes about 2 pans worth of cookie dough. So it goes a long ways, honestly, about probably over 2 dozen cookies. So you get a lot out of it. Okay, once you have your cookies on your pan, we are going to bake this for 8 minutes on the bottom rack at 350. And it's very important you only do 8 minutes. They won't look done, but trust me, they are done. And you're gonna let them sit on the pan when they come out. All right, so these just came out of the oven, and I know they probably don't look done, but hear me out, they are. These will bake a little more on this pan and then we can see how they settle. But this is done and this is what you want them to look like. Dare I say they are the best chocolate chip cookies and gooeyest. So make sure 8 minutes, take them out and then let them rest on the pan. Okay, now that our cookies have settled quite a bit, as you can tell, they're the perfect round. Look at that brown color on the bottom. It's perfect gooey cookies that you will eat. So delicious. So what I do is I'm gonna move this to the side and bring in paper towels. So I just like to set these on here for a little bit so that they can cool off all the way before putting them in the cute little Tupperware I'm gonna take them in, or just in a baggie. So we just want them to cool completely so that they don't lose their shape or their perfect texture. Okay, you guys let me know what you think. This is our favorite family chocolate chip recipe. So gooey and delicious. Use those mini chocolate chips. You get chocolate in every bite. Enjoy.